Big talk of the day. Could Trackhouse get their 4th win of the season? DJ, let's see what the PointsBet odds have to say about that.
Yeah, I think that Ross Chastain is certainly going to be up there. Yep. Only Kyle Larson.
Okay.
More of a favorite than Ross Chastain.
The fucking armrest on the left side of my chair is falling off, and every time I go to push on it, I about fall over because I'm a dumbass. I'll figure it out. I get the stream on my phone.
So maybe they put a little extra effort into this racetrack. Ross Chastain to victory lane for
Currently on Peacock. Oh my God! Look at Ryan Blaney's Advanced Auto Parts paint scheme. They put the shiny red numbers on it. That's nice. Kyle Busch's pedigree paint scheme really taking advantage of the extra space with some more doggos on the side of that car.
Is Kyle Larson here today? Well, he's here, but he ain't gonna win. I got Joey Logano. Joey is a grinder. He's gotten nasty and
So, did somebody like spike Brad Daugherty's drink today? He is acting weird.
Joey Logano wins this today.
How you pull that sneaky move? I thought you were going Larson. Go ahead there, DJ.
Yeah. Well, you know, the Dales are thinking alike. I'll let Dale Jr. speak for us. We're both going with Ross today.
Oh, very nice. There you go. I would not have made this pick during practice. I'm going to go Denny Ham on the pole sitter today.
That's fair.
We talked about how
Going Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman.
Today's an on day for Denny Ham on his
Try to win some money.
By the way, told Denny this morning, last race without game park for you. He finally gets to come back. It seems like it's been forever since he's been at the racetrack, doesn't it? So, by the way, we want to win you.
Weather looks good for Nashville right now. There is still rain in the forecast, but it looks like it might hold off long enough to get this whole race in.
I also wanted to mention to you, Brad, our buddy Rutledge did not forget you. Yes, look at the iced teas. There you go.
Now they're making me thirsty, and I've got to take it easy on these Powerades. I don't have many left.
He knows it's 102 out here, so he cares about us, you know. You do a good job mixing your iced tea, though. I just wanted to make sure that Rutt did a very nice job for y'all because it is a little toasty warm here this afternoon. Drivers, DJ.
They moved up the start time by 12 whole minutes just because of the rain. Yeah, 12 minutes will really make a difference. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's bright and sunny there right now. It's hotter than holy fuck here in North Carolina.
These cars are going to be a handful.
Kyle Busch wins, I get 21 bucks. If Bowman wins, I get 62. Bowman's a bit of a long shot, but he qualified 12th. And he's notorious for stealing wins.
I mean, look at that in A.J. Allmendinger's car. The car is not even cranked yet. It's 100 degrees.
Shut my door.
To what? Maybe 135 like we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and that floorboard's 100 degrees hotter than that. So AJ had trouble yesterday with the heat in the Xfinity.
I know we ain't in Nashville.
It's fucking hotter than holy fuck here.
I can feel the sun.
I got out of the car to go into work this morning. It was cloudy and I still couldn't breathe. I'm like, man, it's so fucking hot.
The race will be on Peacock, so you can stay right here and catch the race if you want to, or you can switch over to NBC Sports. We'll see you all there from a very warm Nashville. NASCAR racing coming up on NBC.
Choosing T-Mobile is like paying for this, but getting that. And with our new price lock here.
Switch over to the cable because they're about to come on NBC. NBC's pre-race is so good, I actually went out of my way to watch it on Peacock because they're not Fox. That Xfinity race. Hey, Dylan, get this. In the Xfinity race yesterday, when they wanted to show a replay of something, you know what they did? They brought up a little box at the side of the screen and showed the replay so you could still see what was going on right now on the other side of the screen.
That don't make sense.
That's insane, isn't it?
That don't make no sense.
I would have never thought to do that. Bubba's fast, but yeah, he didn't qualify so hot. I think it's a Toyota kind of race.
I gotta keep Bubba off my topic of talk because
I'd love to see Suarez win again. Imagine Suarez going back to back.
imagine Trackhouse having 4 wins.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Ross go again, give him a 3rd. But I'm picking Willie B.
Just what in the fuck has happened to William Byron? He was hot the first half of the year so far.
Joey.
Yeah, that was the turning
Ever
point.
since that ordeal, it ain't been the same.
What's up, Michael? It's hot. I had good food earlier. Kind of wish I still had some of it because that Burger King smells really good. Anthony should be coming. He said he would. Why is the leaderboard not acting right? It just keeps showing like qualifying results and shit. I gotta have to go to like ESPN for a leaderboard. Oh, fuck off. Oh, you hear that? I gotta turn that desktop audio off if that thing's gonna do that. So give me 1 second. Audio. Desktop audio disabled. There we go. Because I downloaded this thing that boosts my computer's performance, but it also gives me alerts like, oh, your computer might get too hot. And it'll go woo, 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 and make like a car alarm noise, and it just did that on my stream. So, yeah, that's enough of that. Beautiful Nashville, which will be Matt Ryan's new version of Charlotte.
Oh, God.
Matt Ryan's home away from home in the NFC South was Bank of America Stadium. This year it'll be wherever the Titans play.
So NASCAR's moved up the start of today's race. The invocation anthem, they have happened.
Oh boy, like I said, they moved up the start a whole 10 minutes. Wow.
So they might start on time then.
Yeah.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports.
The biggest names in motorsports. Oh, I'm sorry, the biggest names in motorsports.
Kane Brown.
You're watching golf.
Y'all ready? Start!
He's a country singer that would use the N-word in his song.
Where's the golf at? Where are they at?
I like that shirt.
And is there a chance of rain there? Just for funsies, let's bring up the hourly forecast for Lebanon, Tennessee, which is where the track is.
Sounds of the engines firing up here at Nashville Superspeedway once again.
Lebanon, Tennessee,
12 different drivers have already won this season, and with 10 races remaining before the playoffs, the field of 16 is filling up fast.
The forecast was
It's been a
improving,
welcome
but
variety of drivers, though, a mixture of
oh yeah, look at that.
and veterans. And I want to bring in our veteran
That's pretty
drivers,
good.
the
Might get a
main
shower
driver
later, but
and
that's about
Hall of
it.
Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. All right, guys, what are you expecting today?
Earlier today, it was like 80% chance of rain after 5.
Worried about.
Is it
I
kind
feel
of
like
leveled
this
the
is one
playing
of them
field? And some of these
Nashville
guys
or
are
one
kind
of
of
them races
struggling
that
to.
we've had
It's
a
hit or
couple of
miss.
this
You know,
year,
sometimes these
where
teams
the
will show up
weather's
and run
gonna
really,
fuck
really
with the
good,
race so
and then be in the
much
back
that
of the
we don't
field
know
the
if it's
next,
gonna
and we
be good or
really
not.
can't make.
I like that
heads
it's
or
hot.
tails
The
about
fact that it's hot tells me it's
consistency
going to be
in these
good.
cars.
Yeah, it's a very difficult race car to drive, and several drivers have had issue with it. Think about Blaney, Truex, Harvick, Christopher Bell.
Let's
None of
stay
those guys
optimistic.
have won yet.
I'm very optimistic because it's hot. I'm just really glad I'm not there, even though I'd love to be there.
feel like
Really glad I'm
all
not.
I'm here all day is drivers yelling, "Can't
pass. But in these cars, they are racing each other and racing each other hard.
There's Ross Chastain's rampage at Gateway.
watching that again looks a lot worse than it was.
It looked pretty bad to me the first time I saw it.
No more give in these cars. So another thing they're going to have to deal with.
We were there.
Today, we've seen
They're
some
showing
guys
Joey
shoot
hitting
guys
Byron
giving
at
each other
Darlington now.
When he turned the wheel left, damn it, Will be if he just would have fucking
The heat today is going to be really tough inside.
Do you like that Jeff Gordon is morphing physically into Rick Hendrick as he gets older?
All race long, Rick.
All right, so they've got
Oh, that humidity, brother. The humidity's what does it.
What about this
Feels like
unique track?
Well, that wasn't a very good pep talk.
Guess who's off work the next 2 days? So I was kind of hoping the race would get rained out so I'd have something to do.
NASCAR's largest
I was hoping that the race would get rained out so I'd have something to do tomorrow.
Different. It gives the drivers different response when they're
He's
turning the
fine.
wheel. We have seen
They're right.
challenges
Well, you
already.
can't play
Kyle Busch,
Nashville when he
one of the
drives.
most talented drivers in
You know, it's funny. I raced Kentucky because it's the closest thing we have to Nashville. It's kind of similar, but shitty.
Look at Ryan Blaney. He had mechanical issues. So the challenges is abundant. It's just not car control. It's also
A year ago, this would have been a backup car, but Kyle Busch keeps his primary. Just has to start dead last.
A year ago, this ended up being a great issue.
Oh.
I remember that.
And a track this size. That's what makes Nashville so challenging.
I
There's
remember
really
that.
not another track like it.
Extremely unique and very
Hot as fuck, and they got Ryan Blaney in that black fire suit.
roll off of pit road.
Look at that Blaney paint scheme, though. Sexy. Make a good NASCAR game next year so I can play with the cool paint schemes on the new cars. Michael, who'd you bet on for this race? I didn't see. Like I said, I got Kyle Busch and Bowman. They couldn't pass up a Hendrick car at 30-1. Couldn't pass that
I'll
up.
tell you what.
And Kyle Busch should have been worse
I
than
will-
10-1 having to start in the fucking back.
I will agree with the Kyle pick. That will be my. I hope he don't win, but I kind of feel like he's going to.
Michael's a degenerate gambler. Of course, he bets on everything.
Wait, you bet on Kyle Busch and Bowman?
Yes.
That's a 1-2 finish automatic if one of them wins.
I should get extra money if they finish 1-2. Now, can this fucking leaderboard act right? It's just showing like qualifying and practice results. It won't update. Update. Does ESPN have a leader? Watch ESPN have a better leaderboard, and I've been using NASCAR.coms the whole time. Let's go to ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. And yeah, we won money on Tony Stewart last night. That paid for my Powerades today. I used half of that money for Powerades, but now my job, we're out of Powerades.
Tony won on the track and off the track.
Tony said he was furious after the race. He said he wasn't even happy that he won because everybody was tearing up his fucking cars and looking like jackasses and pissing him off. So Tony Stewart was actually very pissed off.
That's fine. Tony's the right person to set people straight.
Don't see a leaderboard for ESPN, but the NASCAR.com one's not coming on. I know the race hasn't really started yet, but I think Briscoe's a good long shot bet. I wouldn't have put money on Cindric though. Got to show me a little more. I don't know.
The Fords are struggling.
Briscoe has shown me some stuff this year. He fucks up a lot.
I'm talking about Nashville.
Phoenix, Bristol, Charlotte. He showed me something.
The fucking Fords in practice didn't look good. I'm happy for Briscoe, but I'm even more disappointed in Cole Custer now.
Briscoe's got to start. Yeah, Custer's definitely a letdown, but Briscoe's got to start finishing some races.
Is really, I think, kind of exposing Cole Custer. Because Almirola and Harvick are who they are.
Yep.
But the young guys, I feel like if Briscoe's picking up now, Cole Custer should at least be running top 10s occasionally.
Top 15s, and he ain't even coming close to that, really. Most weeks.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
He won that one fucking bullshit race, and
it's Dolly Parton.
She's still alive?
Yeah.
I know she's old.
You ever seen that movie Horrible Bosses?
Mm-mm.
They're talking about a movie she was in. They were talking about 9 to 5, and they try to explain it to Jamie Foxx's character because they think since he's black, he doesn't know about Dolly Parton. He goes, motherfucker, I know what the fuck 9 to 5 is. About the white bitch with the big ass titties. And he goes, she got old, titties stayed young. And Jason Sudeikis goes, he like nods and smiles at him like, yeah. I know what the fuck 9 to 5 is. My sponsor's here early.
Hey, did you bring Powerades?
For real.
Inflation's killing us, man.
Thank you for the views and the comments that count as engagement on my channel. Cindric at 101. Okay, I see why you'd put a little something on it, but damn, he's 100 to 1 for a reason, though. But say, are they playing music or is Dolly just talking? I just saw that Dolly was coming on like they're about to start playing like 9 to 5 or some shit. Make a music video where you're showing William Byron highlights to the coat of many colors. Since he drives all the fancy rainbowy Exalta cars and shit.
See, this guy in the comment section, I can get with. He called the one, no matter what he does, Bubba's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I said, why? His response, just an opinion, buddy. I'm sure there's drivers you don't care for that I might like.
I'll be like, oh, so you can't justify it then.
Okay, my response was, that's fair enough. If you want to call him a POS because you don't like him, that's fine. I do have drivers I don't like, but I wouldn't go as far as call him a piece of shit.
I have a couple that I'd call a piece of shit, just Joey and Noah.
Yeah, but I can't say that on there because then it's like, oh, well, see, you just called it.
Because, see, I don't like Kyle Busch, but I like Kyle Busch, you know what I'm saying? Hey, gotta get... Yeah, let's say y'all can fight over who has the comfortable seat.
Well, I've been fucking sitting here for a while. So.
Take shifts. Howdy. Dylan has a PS5 now.
Sitting in your phone with Dale too much.
Well, not only that, but you know,
yes, you can
Rain's holding off.
Well, I wasn't going to until you said something.
So if Kyle Busch wins, I get $21, and if Bowman wins, I get 62. So doesn't look like it's going to rain.
Okay,
Notice it's a little bit rough on this racetrack.
But it's fucking hot.
It's hot. I feel bad for everybody there.
Noah said he threw up twice.
Yeah, Noah Gagson threw up in his car twice yesterday. It was that hot in the Xfinity race.
Everybody in the comments was like,
Did you guys see AJ Allmendinger get out of his car yesterday and just fall down? And he said his feet got really hot inside the car. He was like dumping water over his fucking feet after the race. It was brutal yesterday. I think it was worse yesterday than it is today. Today there's a little more cloud
I
cover.
don't remember Charlotte being that
One more reason to root for Daniel Suarez this weekend is his crew chief.
Nashville fool.
Yeah, this gotta be
The Sonoma
worse.
win was his very first as a crew chief, and he told me the relief now.
The Xfinity race in 2019 was brutal. During the cautions and stage breaks, I'd go inside. Thank God it's a short race, Xfinity race. He backed it into wall, and I ain't gonna hurt nothing. He's still in his primary car.
No, come on.
Best paint scheme he's ever driven.
That's
Doggos on the side. You get points for that.
I like the red, white, blue.
Yeah, but
That was the first car I ever seen him.
NASCAR 21 ignition paint scheme, wreck it. Goddamn, we're going green already. The 78 had a NASCAR 21. 78 has a NASCAR 21 paint scheme.
racing, boys.
Can the front two just take each other out?
Yes.
Who you think that?
Oh, God.
What you think? Toyotas look strong.
Oh,
I wouldn't pick a Ford.
I would say a Chevy or a Toyota's going to win. Joey's the only fast Ford I've seen consistently. Check out Byron's Valvoline car.
I like
that one.
I like it.
Sir Dennis of Hamilton's going to lead lap 1.
I don't know.
William Byron pulled a Dillon. He had to up me on my Valvoline schemes.
I'm kind of like a Larson.
Larson won here last year.
That's a good pick.
Larson's due. He hasn't won since California.
Yeah, that's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Something unique to this racetrack and unique this year. We're seeing
He's come close a couple of times. Charlotte and Kansas.
and even here at the
A little bit in the center of the corner. That's what happens when you add a 5th gear to the transmission on these new cars.
Pretty calm between the 11 and the 5 of
So I'd imagine they're just going down to like 4th and then back up to 5th. And not everybody's going to be doing it. Oh, damn, Chase got tight. My Lord.
Yeah, up to the 3rd lane. Saved the ride.
He's just trying it out.
He's fine.
A lot of that is old corner entry speed. Really
There's his BFF, Kevin Harvick.
Oh, I'm sure those two are thrilled about being next to each other.
I have a soft spot for him to see Lane win a race.
Chase Elliott right now in the 7th position.
Yeah, I like Blaney. I think he's good.
That's a big moment inside the race car. Nice save by Chase Elliott. That racetrack's going to get better and better on that.
The only Fords I trust today are Logano and Blaney. But I did tell a guy on my stream last night, he said he needed to make a bet on somebody to finish top 10. And I said, bet on Harvick. I think he'll finish top 10. Yeah.
I would have said Logano.
Yeah. I think the guy, he can only use so many guys a certain time. So he said, give me somebody. I said, take Harvick. I'm not surprised. He was really fast in practice. He spun late in practice, didn't get to qualify because they had to fix the car. But clearly he's going to be fast.
I mean, I was just saying that because I was hoping.
It's an inconvenience. Maybe he'll get taken out in the back by somebody's stupidity. That happens. It can happen.
I've seen it too many times.
I've seen it happen too many times. This guy has to start in the back and gets taken out by a slow car.
Aggression at times, patience at times.
Speaking of which, you see Corey LaJoie about lose it there? That's what I'm talking about. And Kyle was right near that because Corey just about lost it.
So we can hope.
He's kind of getting past the idiots and getting up into the better drivers and cars. Although he's got Ty Dillon and Cedric in front of him. Truex announced he's coming back next year. I kind of predicted.
Yeah,
there was talk about him retiring, but I said he'll be back.
Yeah, I figured he would.
Alex Bowman dropped from 12th to 16th. He was at 30-1. How could I not bet on Alex Bowman? A Hendrick car at 30-1. Of course I'm going to bet on it. So I took Bowman at 30-1. Maybe.
He beat me at Daytona. He went from 35th to 1st.
balance-wise than what they were in practice. So
Glad to see AJ Allmendinger's feet have made a full recovery. I was worried if AJ'd even be able to race today, but they said he's fine.
I love the options. You see the 24 around the bottom of the racetrack, the 19 moves up just a half a lane, just enough up the racetrack to get more air to his car, making it corner a little bit better.
I got so much done at work today, and now my body's making me pay for it. 'Cause my back's like, yo, man, you did a lot today. It's time to start hurting. Kyle Busch from 36th to 25th already, and we're only 8 laps in. Kyle's passed at least a car a lap.
What happened to Bubba?
Just qualified poorly. It was fast, and like Kyle Busch, he was really fast in practice, just qualified poorly. Bubba was really, really, really fast in practice.
He was the fastest car, and NASCAR has to make it known who's the fastest in practice.
Hey, Suarez for third. Suarez just passed Logano for third. Suarez might go back-to-back.
That is top 5 for me all time. My personal favorite
I do like the car.
Is that is all
Trackhouse always has the best paint schemes.
I like it because of the white part.
The 1 and the 99 consistently every week have the best paint schemes.
As drivers, how much confidence goes into now feeling comfortable running up front after he gets that?
There, Kyle Busch just passed another one.
Of course he did.
He's still putting over a car a lap.
You think that driving a fast race car just all of a sudden makes everything easier?
He's going to run next week.
Executing on fast race cars is very
We saw a classic Tony Stewart promo last night. Tony Stewart got mad as hell after during the SRX race. Tony Stewart went the fuck off.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll have to show you that. My leaderboard's not working. I've been watching this race for 11 laps and see that the leaderboard still ain't working.
But all his old interviews, I'm gonna bust his ass and stuff. This is the new one. This is 20.
Next commercial, I'll find us a damn
This is
leaderboard.
one that's gonna be added to all his race stuff. I love it. I love it.
It's
I've
Tony
never
Stewart.
in my life been a fan of Tony Stewart, but his personality, all of it.
It was so hot, a bear opened up a car and locked themselves inside and died of heat exposure in Tennessee yesterday. Wow. I bet that bear didn't bargain for that when he opened that car door.
Yeah, like, what?
Sorry, I'm just now saying comments. Kyle Busch up to 22nd. I think I made a good bet. Hamlin, Larson, Suarez, Chastain, Logano. My leaderboard is not fucking working, so I got to find one.
Go Ross.
Let's see. What's that website I use for the SRX leaderboard? I'll look that up again. I can't remember the name of it.
Tell them I wouldn't mind if Trackhouse got their 4th win of the year.
Do they have
That's a
NASCAR
team that
leaderboards
needs
here?
all the good spots they can get.
Bowman ain't won this year, has he?
Yeah, he won Vegas.
So yeah.
Well, I guess we're just without a fucking leaderboard.
Uh,
The fuck? No, that leaderboard that I'm using is wrong right now. It's not working. Because Logano's not second. Suarez ain't fifth. Suarez is third. This leaderboard's completely wrong. NASCAR live leaderboard. Another website has to have one.
it's working on the app.
On the app.
Yeah.
It's not working for me. That's the standings.
Somebody was talking about maybe we can get a in-car camera for Bubba so we can watch him run. And somebody was like, they don't ever put cameras in cars that wreck. Who the fuck's got a camera in their car?
Yeah,
Who is that?
Ricky Stenhouse.
Ricky
who wrecks like
Stenhouse.
every week.
Who just got a contract extension. Ricky Stenhouse just got a contract extension.
And all he ever does is wreck.
To be fair,
Nah,
he
he's
did.
been good this
He
year.
had a
Well, he has been good.
he had a streak of like what 4 top 10s before
Ricky,
Sonoma.
Ricky's
So
been running pretty good.
He has been running pretty good, but he does wreck, though.
That's a mid-driver for a mid-team, so
Yeah.
they're perfect for each other. I'm not surprised he got an extension.
But, you know, the whole point is you know, if he's got an in-car camera, then why can't Bubba?
Look at me opening all these tabs trying to find a fucking leaderboard that fucking works. So you people have something to look at. Okay, Fox has one. Ugh, Fox.
Ooh, the irony.
I thought they were... I don't know how well it updated. Hell, this is right. Suarez third, blah, blah, blah.
You take it easy on them tires, bud. We're on that corner a little hard.
Okay, so there's the shitty leaderboard for today. That's shit compared to the NASCAR.com one, but we'll keep checking on it later and making sure.
That's what Fox...
That's Fox's leaderboard. Yeah, look right there. You can see what lap we're on. And it's Fox. What do you expect? And without Joe and Troy this year, Fox's football coverage is going to be... Fox's loss is Monday Night Football's win. They got Joe and Troy. I'm glad they stayed together. I won't miss Al Michaels and Chris. They're not together anymore. Mike Tirico's really good, though. But I'll miss Al and Chris. What do you think there, Mike Tirico, huh? Oh, boy, you can't do that impression anymore. Yeah, it's a shame he'll never be able to go back and do it again.
Weekend, we have had some thick clouds just roll in.
Thick, boy, dummy thick clouds here in Nashville with 3 C's and no K. Okay, Ford Performance, I get it. I'd like to see where Kyle Busch is. Kyle Busch is up to 18th. He gained about 3 more spots during the commercial. Kyle Busch is flying. Alex Bowman is doing the opposite.
That's fine.
Kurt Busch is moving forward.
70 more laps.
I like this top 5 except for Hamlin.
I think Denny could lap to the top 10 by the end of the season.
If it stays green,
At the end of the stage.
I don't know. I don't think he'll get to the top 10. Damn, Ross. Sexy. You guys seeing Ross without his shirt in the pre-race?
Yeah, give me a few more abs on that.
He's a
Okay.
motherfucker.
I got your watermelons right here, Ross.
He will knock your fucking fools off.
I believe that. I mean, that sounds like Ross to me.
Messed up from either having just particles in the fluid, it gets clogged, and so his shirt before was not letting the fluid go through. He took it off, changed it, got in the car.
Hamlin's got a 3-second lead. That's about as big of a lead we've seen on a track this big this year with this new car.
In this car that he has chosen to run that cool suit. He loves to run without it. He likes to think he's tough enough to do it. But his crew chief and him have
Harvick passing, or Blaney passing Harvick, actually.
Today's not the day to prove your toughness. Joe Logano wore one at Sonoma.
That car is very red. I like it too. I like his Busch red cars. I like the flannel Busch car. He hasn't driven that in a long while. I just love the fire suit for that because it looks like a flannel fucking. And we see people at every race we go to that have the Kevin Harvick flannel dry fit shirt. I said dry rub, like it's some ribs or something. It's a shirt, dry fit.
All I get to do is walk around the track and bitch about how cool all Busch's shit is and how we don't get this shit out.
Suarez is running down Larson. That's about the only thing. Here you go, battle for second.
Crew chiefs do not want to add weight to the car. That can hurt the performance of
If Darrell Waltrip was here, well, Darrell Waltrip is there. He was in the pre-race. If Darrell Waltrip was in the booth, you know he'd make a toot toot tootsie goodbye joke about Suarez's car if he took the lead. So I just did that for you, Darrell. I should have saved that for if Suarez takes the lead late in the race. I should have said toot toot tootsie goodbye. You know he would have made that joke. Quick, get Darrell on the booth in the 3rd stage so he can make that joke. There you go, Suarez to second. Going for back-to-back. Gave Larson the friendly wave. You don't see that much often in NASCAR anymore. Usually it's you motherfucker.
Was Nashville part of Larson Street?
Yes.
Where was it at?
Like right in the middle of it.
And it's all because he's going to finally win in a Tootsie.
Kyle Busch, 16th. Gained 2 more spots in the last couple laps.
Yeah, he's only 17 seconds back.
Give it time. Yeah.
He can make up 17 seconds.
I think he can do it on track. As fast as he is today. Harvick's dropped to 10th now. Got passed by Blaney and Truex. Logano dropped to 7th. Good to see. Bell and Elliott passed him.
I've noticed Logano's been doing it. He'll qualify like second,
And then just plummet.
If Logano runs up front early, he won't be a factor late. But if he just runs about 10th the whole race, he'll probably be a factor late. It's weird.
And that has worked out because it's basically what happened at Texas, I believe.
So Kyle Busch is up to 16th and Bubba's up to 20th.
Fuel window, 65 to 70 laps for these cars. So if we continue to see green flag racing, we'll have to see green flag stops in the first stage.
Isn't that leaderboard just the shittest thing you've ever seen? The leaderboard we're looking at?
And perhaps see some green flag action.
And behind Daniel Suarez, we see Kyle Larson.
That is just a horrible leaderboard.
This race last year, he's kind of pushing that groove.
But it's all I got.
I've seen him really moving higher and higher.
Cole Custer, 26. What else is new?
Yeah.
Kyle Busch around the outside of AJ Allmendinger. Another spot for Kyle. Man, I made a great bet.
Just because I want to jinx it, you don't think when he does this shit that he'll never like wreck out late in the race over some bullshit.
The Kyle Busch specialist to get fucked over by a late caution.
He's running too good.
He's either going to luck into a win or get fucked over when he should just straight up win. The last 3 years, there's been no in between with Kyle Busch. Toyotas are strong. They're passing a lot of cars.
Yes, they are. They are very strong.
And the one out front has a 3.5 second lead.
The only one that's really not doing much anything is Kurt. That's it.
Yeah, he's just kind of staying where he is.
Drivers are going to say they're difficult to pass. Don't tell Kyle Busch.
Don't tell any of these Toyotas. They're fucking flying. You can pass. Just got a fast car.
Mark Truex Jr. trying to get by Joey Logano here on the outside.
Yeah, and a huge week for Mark Truex Jr. A lot of conversation all year long. What's he going to do?
If Dover and Kentucky had a baby, it would be Nashville. But, I mean, look, it's flat and concrete. The only reason I say Kentucky is because it's kind of built like Kentucky, but it don't race like Kentucky, thank God.
Yeah, Kentucky's not good. I love me some Dover. I love Dover. I love the trophy for it. That's my favorite trophy.
Dover needs to be asphalt again, though. But the reason they won't make Dover or Bristol asphalt is because asphalt is hard to maintain, so it's just cheap to have a concrete track. Hamlin, Suarez, Larson, Chastain, Bell. Nashville being concrete is why it sat there for a decade with no racing and didn't have to be repaved or nothing when they came back here. That's one of the reasons it was so easy to go, hey, let's go race at Nashville. Because Nashville used to have Xfinity and truck races back in the day, and then it just disappeared for 10 years, and now it's back. But the real goal is to get to the short track in Nashville, bring that back, because Cup hasn't raced there since the 80s.
Maybe this will be the way to do it.
Yeah, my idea was to do a doubleheader weekend, have a Saturday night race on the short track, and then come back and race Sunday evening on this.
Because this is good racing. It looks good so far.
They'd have to be careful if they do that.
Yeah.
Because of the heat.
True.
Well, that's why you make it night races. Saturday night and Sunday evening.
But you know NASCAR. 1 o'clock Saturday.
Next week's, you're in for a treat if you come next week. Road America. You ain't seen Road America before.
No, I have not.
It's pretty fucking awesome. It's a big, giant 4-mile road course in the woods. It's in a forest, basically.
Yes.
And it's so goddamn big. The laps there are like... He's going to be there. He's going to be in it.
Yeah. It's gonna be AJ, Ross, and Danny.
Every week I'm like, who's driving the 16? But when there's a road course coming, I have to ask. I'm like, oh, it's AJ. You know they're gonna put AJ in the car because it's a road course. Mm-hmm. AJ might sweep the weekend next week because he's obviously an Xfinity too. So
he might.
He's got a strong chance at sweeping the weekend. Is the NASCAR.com leaderboard yet? I can't take looking at this shit blisteringly bad leaderboard any longer. Well, NASCAR.com. Nope, it's still showing qualifying and practice results instead of the fucking race. Why you no let? Why you no let? Okay, I guess we're stuck with the shitty leaderboard today. So plain. It's like the most uninspiring leaderboard I've ever seen.
Hey, do y'all want to go to Bruton Smith's funeral Thursday? It's in Charlotte.
So I can finally grab his body and go, why the fuck did you get rid of North Wilkesboro and give Texas 2 races?
It's in Charlotte. 1 o'clock Thursday, open to the public.
Stop! Copyright! We're streaming.
That's Dolly Parton's hit song Run. We appreciate everything Dolly has done for NBC.
And Ross Chastain is 3rd now.
1 going by the 5, so now Ross Chastain in front of Kyle Larson. So it's Hamlin, Suarez, Chastain,
Fucking
Larson,
look at this shit.
4, Christopher Bell
Falling off.
to the 5th spot now. See him in the 20.
The Hendrick cars are being overtaken here by Gibbs and Trackhouse.
Yep.
See Kurt Busch here running, trying to get by Kevin Harvick here for 9th place. I spoke to Kurt before.
Kurt Busch in the top 10. Logano's dropped all the way to 11th. Well, you could fucking pass here.
Yeah, see? Haven't been able to do that in like what? Almost a full month?
So I think he's mentioning Mike Miller, general manager at 2311 race team there, telling him how to drive.
Kyle Busch is 15th. Bubba's 16th.
It tells me that Kurt Busch has had a lot of conversation. He told Jeff and I on NASCAR American Motor Mouth.
Harrison Burton's the last car on the lead lap, and then it's Chase Briscoe. Custer's first car lap down. Shocker.
What Danny Hamlin, Mike Wheeler, competition director, had been telling
Danny Hamlin? That's his cousin. Yeah, he looks just like Denny, but he's got like a black mustache.
And apparently he's a damn good racer.
Kurt's hearing it in his own head. That's a good sign when the driver remembers the conversations on his own.
Well, there's so much data that the crew chiefs...
Busher stepping up his... Busher finished second at Sonoma.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound right, though, does it?
Oh, 77. I think the 77 just blew up or something. He's on the access road, so no caution. Let it play out. Go green.
They're not going to throw it.
Talking about the power, so I don't know if he's lost.
Even though it would be also awful such because that's a yellow car.
Yellow car! Remember Nico when he's drunk in GTA 4? Hailing a taxi. Yellow car! And wait, there it is. Really? That's a caution? He was going to make it back. What? Yeah.
That's a big break for...
NASCAR's like, woo!
Look, a 4-second lead, kind of some separation. NASCAR was waiting.
And Chastain and Suarez, Kyle Busch and Bubba are clearly fast. So now bunch them back up and see what they can do now that they don't have to run everybody down.
Now, the stage is right at halfway.
Whatever issue the 77 had, he resolved it by cycling.
That's what NASCAR wants to do.
And Dale Jr. just said he heard the 77 fire back up. So
There were some teams excited that he didn't.
pointless caution. By the way, there's the threat of rain later. Hello, Todd. Hello, Chris.
So if he just basically revved his car back up, NASCAR told him to do it.
The NASCAR.com leaderboard's not working today, so we're looking at this god-awful Fox leaderboard. So I apologize.
If this runs like it looks right now, I think Hendrick's going to have
Maybe if I make the screen bigger, because I make the screen smaller so you can see more of the NASCAR.com leaderboard, but since we're not using that one today, I'll make the screen bigger, and maybe this will be a little more appealing.
In the same situation, thinking there might be an issue. Oh, and we're just hearing a lightning strike.
Oh, lightning.
Damn it.
Settle in, boys and girls.
timer.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go.
This is a universal thing across sporting events and venues around the country. Lightning strikes anywhere inside of the 8-mile radius.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't like that big. I got to change the screen.
For a mandatory 30-minute delay, 30-minute stoppage.
30-minute delay.
And so that will have to take.
We're just going to hang out.
We told you at the top of the show.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
so you're going to tell me the 77's okay with driving around pit road like a dumbass and then refiring his car back up? Come on.
Karen, you know as well as I do, if a team comes to a driver, because she just said Custer should go back to Xfinity and drive the 98. That ain't going to happen. If you go to a driver and say, hey, do you want us to go back and drive our Xfinity car and us put somebody else in the Cup car? The driver's going to be like, no. So that ain't happening.
77 car. Okay.
Drivers know, but they will all tell you if you go back to Xfinity, you're probably fucked, and you'll never make it back full time to Cup. So
because there's no guarantee that a ride will open like a diesel one.
Yeah. And most owners will look at, oh, they had their chance. Let's look for the new youngest guy because they're always trying to go younger.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's raining like hell towards turns 1 and 2. Did you guys see that just now?
No.
It's not over the track, but in the distance, it's raining like a motherfucker. 30 minutes. You can play PS4 if you want past fucking Tom.
I don't know. Last time we dealt with this lightning clock shit, dude, it was bad. All right, fire them up.
Lightning strike again.
Minutes.
On a positive.
Well, Todd, we ran about 42 laps. It looked like the 77 was blowing up, but he recycled the engine or did something with the battery, and the car come back on. So NASCAR throwing a caution for practically no reason, but the lightning strike happened, so the caution was going to happen anyway. So here we are, about 40 whatever laps in, and my leaderboard is correct because the NASCAR.com leaderboard's not working. We're using the shitty Fox one. It's Hamlin, Suarez, Chastain, Bell, Larson, Blaney, Truex, Chase, Kurt Busch, Harvick. Happy to report that Joey Logano dropped from 7th to 14th. Oh, I got the remote right here. That dumbass TV doesn't have buttons on the side or back or anywhere.
That's weird.
What happens if you just lose your fucking remote? Or it doesn't work anymore?
I guess you're
Yeah, I guess so.
Buy another one.
So Dylan's actually playing NASCAR Heat on the PS4 on the little TV. I'm just waiting because I figure the radar didn't look like there was a lot there, so this will probably just be the only delay. So I might as well just wait 30 minutes. I would just stop the stream and start a NASCAR Heat stream on the PlayStation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm
just going to go find a random lobby online and fuck with people.
Yeah, they got lots at Nashville.
In turn one.
I ain't going to rate nobody, but I'm just going to go into one with the custom setup.
They have lots at Nashville, and I'm off tomorrow. So I was actually hoping the race would get put to tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to run today. And I told Dylan earlier, I said, I hope this race either gets completely shit canned and rained out and put to tomorrow, or they just get it in. But now here we are. Fucking stop and start. I hate this shit.
Well, I'm off tomorrow too, so it's all good. But on a positive, beautiful Corvettes from Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet.
Oh, man. Makes me want to play GTA Busted on 5M if I was allowed.
I mean, that might be a little bit better than a Powerade sponsorship.
I can't play the most fun GTA Online game mode mod because the assholes that run it don't like me for some reason. I'm banned.
7 wins out of 50 races. I'm a terrible driver.
In real life, that's pretty impressive average.
I feel like it's real. 7 wins.
38 top 10s.
Top 10s out of 50 races.
Well, remember that time Jeff Gordon had 30 top 10s in the season and still didn't win the championship because of Jimmy fucking Johnson? Oh, boy. See what I just said? Look over there. Raining like a motherfucker.
And so that is why the cars have been brought down.
I meant to play that video last week.
I want to ask first, early impressions. We've seen 41 laps dominated by Denny Hamlin, but a lot of movement already, especially by Trackhouse.
Trackhouse is definitely showing some good speed.
It's trucks.
His teammate Kyle was driving through the field and using the outside to do it. You didn't see a lot of cars go up there to find speed.
We don't do trucks around these places.
Here's Dale Jr.
We'll watch it, but we don't do it.
To come out here and have a pretty strong day with those two.
You talked about the ups and downs before the race started of individual teams, but that also goes to manufacturers. We'll see teams or manufacturers rather that go somewhere and run really well, then the next week go somewhere and run horrible.
Why does Chase Briscoe look like he's in his mid-40s? And why is his wife a fucking dumb shit who got ran off of Twitter yesterday for saying some really dumb stuff? And then people dug up old racist tweets of hers from a few years ago, and I'm like, whoo, somebody didn't think they were going to be famous later on, did they?
Oh, you're going to use cars? Okay.
Dive bombing.
And not a custom setup.
Dive bombing. Dive bombing.
So you mentioned it to start off with this track, very difficult. How have you seen maybe the rubber?
How does one defend Riley Hurts? Good question. The answer is you can't.
race car driver and for a
Wouldn't
race
that
fan.
be
So
like
when your
trying
favorite
to
driver
defend
trying to move
Amber
through the
Heard or
field
some
or is better
shit?
than the car in front of him, as the
Or Noah
drivers
Gragson.
mentioned, you know, I don't think higher is faster than lower or lower is faster than
That's
higher
a
when it
pretty
comes to the
weak
corners.
defense,
If you're
but
better than the
true.
car in front of you, you can pick whichever lane is not occupied in advance. I think that's the key. And then you just mentioned it, communication.
You're just
Not that we
delaying
like to
Kyle
see a
Busch
stop in
winning
the
me like
action, but who's gonna
$20
use this
later.
opportunity? Most of the time, you're trying to get bits of information over the radio, under green, to make a last-minute adjustment. Now you can actually sit down with your driver face-to-face with the engineers. Even look at
Hey, look, it's a driver that shouldn't be in the Cup Series. For those of you not watching, I'm pointing at Harrison Burton.
big adjustments. If you're struggling,
But don't tell his dad that, who's in the booth right now.
If you're a crew chief
No
and your driver
setup
gets
at
out of the car and he tells you that it's too hot,
Tight.
obviously with the
Prepare to
heat
be
in the
tight.
area, is there anything you can do?
The default setup in NASCAR E5 at every damn track is just tight.
Before they got in, they knew it was going to be hot. All the drivers we talked to,
Hey, the temperature's gone down 3 degrees,
really made an excuse.
but that humidity's still shit.
Professional athletes, they knew
That
it
is
was ahead of them.
horrible
I would try to
humidity.
use
What is the
it
next race I'm going
just
to? I guess
continue
Southern
preparation.
500 at
Continue to
Darlington.
hydrate. Make sure you're mentally
Yeehaw.
We're going to Darlington and then Bristol 2 weeks later, and then Charlotte like 2 or 3 weeks after that. So the Charlotte Road Course.
Steve, is, you know, you get out of the car.
So that'll be the next 3 races we go to. It sucks they're all kind of close together. Hurts our wallets, but
The suit's
whatever.
uncomfortable. You already broke a sweat.
I'll be in fucking Mexico during Martinsville.
Later in the race.
I'll be with my favorite band in Mexico.
You know, this is just a.
Dylan's in a random public lobby in NASCAR Heat 5.
And then regroup and get back in. But one of
It
my
looks
favorite
like he
things to
has
do
some kind
in
of
this moment,
weird
Jeff,
blue
was to go to
DoorDash
the pit
card.
box. This is,
Like
I mean,
the
it's,
top,
you
the
know,
top
try to
like
communicate
number
over
looks
the
like the
radio while you're
DoorDash
running
logo.
laps and tell that crew chief what's going on in that car and how to fix it.
I was going to laugh so hard if the guy playing his Harvick just turned hard left into
Rarely
you.
do you get to stop and get out and go
Damn.
look face to face
Gone.
and really to get
Get
intel
him.
about what you're
Get
feeling
him,
and
Dylan.
how to make that car better.
And
Get
also,
'em.
what's unique
Yes,
about
Todd
that
Kiss.
is
And Mott Snyder's not that
weekend,
bad.
we had an extended practice, you have
He had a bad day yesterday, but everybody not named Justin Allgaier had a bad race yesterday.
But moving into the future, as far as the heat, if
Get
you
'em,
aren't prepared
Dylan.
2
Get
months
'em.
ago, it's too late. You got to be in shape.
Put
you gotta
that
be ready
hammer
for
down.
As they say on Reddit, ask me anything. Oh my God, Chris says he hopes you get into a lobby with "We're gonna lose." I've shown you that guy before, the dude who trolls people playing NASCAR games. Dude, he's fucking hysterical. I gotta show you that sometime. He gets in lobbies and like wrecks people. He goes, "Oh man, my fucking controller unplugged. God dang it."
Red flag condition. We'll be back to Nashville.
He'll get next to people at Daytona and Talladega and hit them onto pit road, and the game will lock him onto pit road. And he'll go, "Oh my God, that guy just pitted. What a bad strategy." That guy just pitted on like lap 2.
Oh, look at you getting super tight trying to drive it in hard.
Who, me? Yeah, Chris, that's another. He'll get in a lobby. People will be talking to each other, and he'll go, "Who, me?" And they'll be like, "No, I'm talking to him." And then they'll keep talking, "Who, me?" And he'll just keep saying it over and over. Like, "No, motherfucker, we're not talking to you." Who, me? Yeah, how is he not getting banned on iRacing? Because iRacing you get banned super easy, but he's found a way to stay on iRacing and fuck with people there. And that really makes people mad, because people on iRacing take this shit way more seriously than this. And he's been on iRacing fucking with people. And he has this thing where he'll turn like auto-tune on his mic and sing to them. He'll be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wreck you." That's what's killing me. The auto-tune shit he's been doing is the best. Didn't mean to wreck you, I'm sorry.
Oh, he drove through the grass.
Going to the grass.
Wrecking. Y'all please fight each other. Let me get back up here.
Make sure my fucking...
That's exactly what's happening.
Oh, he hit him. Give me that
pull-
run.
Hey, I could do a Black Flags Matter and just straight up steal content and just show you we're going to lose videos during the red flag, but I'm not going to do that. You think he uses a VPN? I should have thought of that before I got banned on GTA Busted.
Pinch me down in the corner again, bitch.
Yeah, clearly.
Chris, do you know of a really good VPN that actually works so I can get back in my favorite fucking game and play with those douchebags that banned me? I'm sure they have like security and shit, but there's got to be a way around it. If you can mod and hack a game, you can do anything with a game. Yo, that fucking Top Gun Maverick movie just makes me want a Days of Thunder sequel. If we're getting a Top Gun sequel, why can't we get a Days of Thunder? We're like Cole Trickle's like a car owner now or something. Huh? If those shitty Rocky movies can get 10,000 bad sequels. Yes, there were good Rocky movies, but still. Oh, dude, I know you ain't watched Obi-Wan. The finale. Oh my God. fucking Obi-Wan fights Darth Vader, and he hits him across the face with a lightsaber, and it breaks Darth Vader's mask open. And when he starts talking, it's Anakin's voice, and it keeps phasing in and out to like the Darth Vader voice because the voice thing is broken.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I'm like, oh my god, dude, that gave me chills. I didn't expect it, but he like cuts the mask, and he could see Anakin's face in there, and he goes like, Anakin, and Darth Vader stands up, and he's like, Anakin is gone, and it's Hayden Christensen's voice, and I'm just like. And at the end of every sentence, it kind of goes into, the Darth Vader voice because it's still like half working. Oh my god, dude, that gave me chills watching that.
That's impressive. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I was like, I never knew I wanted that scene, but I'm glad we got it, where you can actually hear him say, and the Darth Vader breathing when the mask gets cracked, you just hear Hayden Christensen going, so it's not the suit making that noise; it's actually him in there struggling to breathe.
But the voice
yes.
alter thing makes it sound.
So to hear Anakin being the one going, like struggling to breathe, was like heart wrenching. It's just awful. Used to use Nord to get... How'd you get cheap plane tickets using a VPN? Explain how that works, because I got a flight to book here in about any time now. The next couple months, I got a flight to book. Because I'm going to California. Dylan is in a heated battle here.
With deer hunting.
Use all the lessons you learned following me at this place. I know the setup sucks, but my line is the same everywhere.
There's no custom setup.
Yeah. I must say, I know the default setup sucks, but I still would run the same line with the default setup that I run with the good setup. So
Dylan just came out of
nowhere. I hit the apron too. He hit the apron and I hit it. His car's gone. I don't know why mine's not, but it's bad when my record lap with the custom setup is only a tenth faster
with Ally, and it was a lot of fun. Derek Waltrip came by as a special guest. And we sat on stage.
They don't have the car covers out, so this ain't going to be a long red flag.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to see it at Peacock, but it was a live.
Chris, you're right. That does make sense. Tickets cost more depending on where you're at.
Maybe.
Well, I need to know how to get a cheaper ticket to California and back.
Still under a red flag condition for lightning strikes.
When lightning strikes! I got Tommy to sing that on the cruise once. They were doing the game show Name That Solo, where Tommy's going to play random Kiss solos. And it's interesting because you think it'd be easy. You know Kiss songs, you know the solos. Hearing the guitar parts by themselves without the rest of the song, sometimes you have to go, oh, it's that. And it takes you a second. Like, I didn't realize just how much the Let Me Go Rock and Roll solo sounds like Deuce. And I was like, Deuce? Oh, no, Let Me Go Rock and Roll. But anyway, between bits, Tommy just had his guitar out, and people were shouting out songs, and he would, play a little bit. And I was like, Lightning Strikes! And he was like, oh, God, I don't even remember that. But then he played it and remembered it. I'm like, it's on YouTube. I got Tommy to play Lightning Strikes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. My favorite, though, is, between rounds, they would ask Kiss trivia questions for the people on stage or whatever. And it was like, who played lead guitar on Exciter? Because it wasn't Vinnie Vincent. On that one song on that album, it was somebody else. And he goes, who played lead guitar and Exciter? And they told us beforehand, nobody in the crowd answer. We get it. You guys know everything. But this is for the people on stage. Sure enough, Tommy goes, who played lead on Exciter? Some guy goes, Rick Derringer. And we all go, ah! And everybody in the room turns around like, shut up. It's like we said not to answer. It was for the contestants. Of course, I was up there struggling. They would ask the question. I'd be like, because I know the answer. But, of course, I never get picked for these fucking things. So. Pain. Have to sit there and watch other idiots. Yeah. I never get picked, and I go to that Name That Solo shit every year. I'm like, I would win. Just put me on the stage. I would win every fucking year. Dylan's got a 0.6 of a second lead. Everybody left except you and the guy in second. I don't know how you drive with that hood cam. I can't drive these games without being behind. I have to look behind the car.
Because I see that ass end turning around.
And it makes you scared.
I'm almost been out now.
Well, you might as well go back.
Some tracks, I have to do this view.
I think Daytona and Talladega, you have to use a view like this.
I have to use hood view. Otherwise, I can't draft.
Yeah.
I can't draft from this.
Nah, you got to be like that dumbass on Twitter that got mad at me for making fun of how bad NASCAR 21 was. You don't need a rearview mirror. You can rotate the camera around. Yes, because that's so convenient when I'm running 200 miles an hour trying to make a corner that I'm going to take the time to turn the camera around instead of just being able to glance up at a rearview mirror. Oh, yeah. Genius. I was saying a feature that NASCAR games have had since the fucking PS1 these jackoffs couldn't put on a PS5 game.
Exactly.
Because they said, it was too hard to program the rearview mirror. Fuck off. It is a hard thing to program because you're having to render what's behind you. And most video games use the trick of, like, if you ain't looking at it, it's not really loaded in. But come the fuck on. If a PS1 game can do it, you're telling me you can't do it in 2022 on a PS5? Because they just put the big NASCAR 21 PS5 version out, and it still doesn't have a rearview mirror in it. And I'm like, that makes Daytona and Talladega unplayable. It would irritate me at every track. I'd like having a rearview mirror. But no, you can rotate the camera around, dumbass. Yes, because that's so good and makes it real easy to drive. Yes. This fucker was defending NASCAR 21 to me.
So we have, Dale Jr. and Burton up there scribbling madly now, and Steve Letarte, because you just talked about
them Hendrick fire suits ain't missing this year. They're all shiny.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I was having to, 4 or 5 laps, at the end of that run, I was having to hold the car on the straightaway a lot.
And NES, yes, you're right.
I don't know why or what.
I'm pretty sure NASCAR Racing 96, which I have for PS1 in that drawer over there. I'm pretty sure it had a rearview mirror.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully we get a pit stop in and can change these tires and get back to normal.
As you looked at the season,
I haven't even played it. I've had it for months, but I was at Game Haven and saw that they had NASCAR Racing 96 for like $1. I'm like, dude, I just gotta have that just for the sake of having it, even if I never play it.
Yeah, I have a PS2.
Yeah.
I get some PS1 games too, just because I'm like, oh shit.
I forget. Do you still have your PS3?
Yeah.
Still works?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to buy another one eventually, but yeah, I've had the one that I had to rebuy for
get
a
ourselves
while.
into that top 6 or 7 range.
I bought
and have a different
it
race
and
from
my
there. So
PS2 at the same time.
Yeah, I got I actually ordered my PS2 online from GameStop. Yeah. My friend Anna gave me an old one, and it quit working after about a week. I'm like, damn, this thing's had it, hasn't it? So I just bought another one online during the shutdown or whatever. Finally got to play Batman Begins on PS2, which is actually a pretty damn good game, and I never had played it my entire life.
Yeah, I've never heard of you playing Batman Begins.
Yeah, I beat it a couple of times. I was like, man, this is actually really good. And you go back and read reviews, people were shitting on it back then, but there were some people going, hey, this actually ain't bad. It was like a decent Batman game. It was like 4 years before Arkham Asylum, so. But you can see early signs of Arkham Asylum in Batman Begins. I would go, oh, this is kind of like Arkham, but shitter. Honestly, because everything compared to Arkham is just shitter.
It's a little box that mounts in the car, low down in the bottom.
But yeah, Batman Begins was pretty fun to play, and I have a PS2 primarily for Spider-Man 2 and all the old NASCAR games, because Spider-Man 2 still holds up, still a great game.
I have a lot of the old wrestling games.
Yeah. I've got Shut Your Mouth.
I do.
Yeah.
I have Shut Your Mouth. Here Comes
the Pain. Where'd you get it from?
Game Haven.
Fuck! They never have it. I nearly shit my pants when I went in there.
Oh, dude, no.
You thought it was the end?
No, my car will not go.
Oh.
No! Come on, Dylan.
Oh, God. We got more than we bargained for. Dylan spun across the start finish at the white flag, but he had such a big lead. You're fine. Half throttle. Just keep it steady.
You can do it.
You can do it. You kind of have to run like half throttle almost entirely, especially coming out of the corner. Half throttle and barely touch the stick coming out of the corner.
So William Dale Jr. says once he drove with it, he'd never drive without it.
You're good.
I totally agree.
Dylan wrecked at start finish at the white flag and still won.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I thought you just fucked around because you thought it was the end of the race.
I didn't know what happened. I saw him spin.
Hey, Todd wants to race you. Todd wants to race you at Talladega. Todd, what's your PSN? I'll give it to Dylan. He'll have to add you. I know I've got you added on mine, but what's your PSN again? And Todd wants to race you at Talladega right now.
Yeah, everything's so tight on pit road.
I'd be playing, but the race is going to start back soon, so I didn't even bother.
What your job
Well, now we have to listen to William Byron.
Mr. Excitement over here.
Hopefully get ourselves a couple spots better for the restart.
Fantastic. All right, Steve, would you allow all these cool suits and boxes to go in your race car? Places to put them?
Really? Shut Your Mouth's my favorite. But Shut Your Mouth gets so fucking outrageously hard. It's like, after you've won the Undisputed title in season mode, about 2 months into your run, the switch flips and the game ups the difficulty, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I suck at those old games now.
It's like Undertaker just randomly becomes a world beater, and you're like, what the hell?
Go to add friends and look up RAR24. That's his PSN. Yeah, go to friends. And go to search.
RAR?
Yeah, capital R, lowercase AR, 24.
R24. Capital R, yep.
Was it that first one?
You go. Yep.
That has currently just knocked some temperature out of the
Yep.
car. This was a move by NASCAR.
I think it's that first one. And Adam is a close friend, so he can see if it's the right one. Okay, Todd, he added you. Steel Bank is Dylan's PSN, right? Ain't that it? Still blank. Okay.
Fresh air. He controlled the horsepower of the engine.
For some reason that made me.
Okay. Yep. Got Todd.
Okay, Todd.
Got it.
Dylan will have to start a lobby and add you. You just reminded me, for some reason, of when Achievement Hunter. When Achievement Hunter was playing Prop Hunt, and they were in that building with all those barrels, and I think Ryan's username was Innocuous Barrel. And then I think Jack or Ray had Not an Innocuous Barrel.
Their names used to be hilarious.
Granny Gumjobs, Hispanic at the disco. Fluttershy sucks.
But it's just a great way to show the fans some of the small details that make this next gen car what it is. Great.
Yeah, you got to leave. Dylan's going to start the lobby and invite you.
Stay cool enough here at Nashville.
And the other thing, Steve, that if you look at the
Michael, do you just won golf money? Where's my cut? I don't watch golf, so I don't deserve any of that money. I should get paid to watch it, though. Then again, I should get paid to do this. Look how much time I dedicate to this on weekends.
Slits in the rear window that let that air evacuate. All of this has been
Evacuate, like he's got diarrhea. Ironically, when I look at Denny Hamlin, that's the first thing I think of.
The driver said, this thing is way too hot. Through that came the evolution of the car, the air going in the front windshield, out the rear windshield, and then the ducting of the exhaust to get fresh air to that, trying to get that.
Red flags suck. I should have just played NASCAR Heat, but I didn't want to stop the stream.
It's made a big difference. So he still is really hot in there.
Has it been 30 minutes yet?
I can only imagine what those cars are like in the garage.
Yeah, and they're still better than the older ones.
Terrible.
That's why everybody got out.
I can't blame them.
We're just going to have to get the race restarted.
We're going to have a transitional race now because this race is clearly going to go till the sun down. Till after the sun's down. How come NBC gets slapped with red flag coverage every year they come back? Todd, Dylan just invited you, so.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the dude's name.
Still Big Pecker Gage.
Yeah.
Big Pecker.
Still better than Haywood, you blow me.
Black Ops 3? He's playing Black Ops 3.
It's been over 23 minutes, so in the next 10 minutes or so, they'll probably get going again.
World War II.
Never mind, there was another lightning strike.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah,
it's your only chance, Dale. It's the only. I mean, we just talked about this a few days ago. Damn it! Somebody, Todd wasn't in the room. I don't think.
You got custom setups on. I doubt I can get in before the fucking timer runs out. Actually, hit pause on the timer. Go back, press pause on the timer, because I'm joining that fucking race. I'm not gonna stream it. But I'm gonna join it.
Here we go.
I'm gonna get ganged up on here.
Why the hell ain't you gonna stream it?
Well, I don't want to stop the race stream.
Oh yeah, no.
There was another lightning strike about a minute ago, so it's gonna be even longer now. So. Yep. Excuse me.
I don't know what's.
Okay, guys, let me ask you: should I stop the race stream and start a PlayStation stream, and then we just come back to the race stream later?
I feel like this might go on.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to stop this stream and start another stream on the PlayStation, so you guys come right back, and then later when the race starts, we'll pick up the race again.
Here we go.
So I'll be back.